Hey, it's Caroline from Sante Fitness. Today's pose is a down dog. We do this all the time. So I'll actually start it from standing. I'm going to come back towards the back of my mat here. And I'm going to bend the knees, hinge at the hips, coming down into a chair position, and then all the way to forward fold. Walk it out. So that's one way to get down into it. And then I'm going to walk the feet back a little bit. Now here's with down dog. There's a lot of places where we can hurt ourselves or help ourselves in our down dogs. We always want the hips to be the highest point on the body, but notice my heels are lifted because while technically I have the flexibility in my calves and my hamstrings to actually bring my heels to the floor, that isn't necessarily the most helpful thing. So instead of focusing on that, I want to focus on how I feel structurally through the whole body. I want to feel strong through the whole body. So instead what I'm going to do, I'm going to not think about the heels right now. I'm going to kind of bend the legs back and forth so that I can start the work of stretching. And then notice that instead of having straight arms and really trying to yank those arms and trying to get my body, my head between my arms and looking towards my feet, I'm actually going to kind of keep my head a little bit further forward and looking towards my hands. That ensures that for me, I keep my shoulders down and back. Depending on how your shoulder's shaped, you may be able to go deeper or more or less in that. However, the feeling that you want to have all the time is the feeling of your shoulders straight down. If you feel like your shoulders are coming up like this, then you're putting way too much pressure into the shoulder joint and it's not strong enough to do that. So always think about how can I feel stronger in that pose, in this position. And this is where I feel strong. I'm really pressing my hands into the floor. My legs are nice and strong and capable of moving. My stomach is lifting in and pulling that belly button in. And I feel capable. I can jump. I can shift. I can move my arms. And no matter what I do not have to make a big adjustment in my upper body in order to not throw out my shoulder. So that's the key. That's how you know that your shoulder joint is in a good spot. So play with that. Keep the shoulder joint down and back as much as possible, which if I were seated, it would look more like this. So you can see. So this was kind of older style of doing it, where the arm would be straight up, and then you had all kinds of pressure, weight, literally weight into this joint. And for many of us, that would actually put too much weight into it and make it weak over time. I was one of those that had that happen. So instead, what you want to think about is keeping the shoulder more like this. Then you start engaging the muscles here and on the back, which is what we want, instead of this little guy right here trying to hold the whole body up. When you do that, you'll feel much stronger and you'll be able to, like I said, do that movement back and forth, shifting from side to side, all of that without straining your shoulder at all. So hope that makes sense. Keep playing with it. You should always feel stronger after you do a pose rather than weaker, and you should never feel tension or compression in your joints. If you feel it in your joints, then we need to make adjustments. It may not look like mine because your body and my bodies are going to be very different, but we want to make sure that whatever we're doing, it is the most effective for your body. So make adjustments, comment to me if you need to. If you have questions, Facebook, message me, whatever. But let me know so that I can help you so that you can get the most out of every practice. All right, I hope you have a good time with this one, and I will see you next time. Bye.